Hello, all you beautiful people out there. My name is Emmanuel, and welcome back to Retail Tycoon 2 gameplay. Today we are now in the 11th episode, I believe. In the last episode we did some fancy designing. We made this mysterious store, and yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It's about finished. I don't think I'm too lazy to like fix some small things. I guess we're just gonna fix it on the way and see where it goes. I think the store is kind of good looking and everything, but as you know, or as we know, the this store is kind of small, and yes, all of the parking lots are occupied, and we only sell small electronics. So I thought, you know what? Why not just expand a little bit, because you know, expansion is always fun. So here's the thing, I had two different ideas. The first one could be to generally just expand the parking lots a little bit so we earn a little bit more money. We can, for example, actually switch out these 4 parking lots with electric parking lots. That might work. I think it might make the store a little bit, it's more space efficient at least, using electric parking lots, considering that they earn more than the parking lots, and also take up less space in a way, since people have more money, you know. But yeah, I thought maybe we could add a second floor. That was my idea. We could either add a second floor, or we can add like a section behind here. That kind of becomes like a copy of, if you remember, the second season of gameplay, where we built this electronic store on the left side here, and had a furniture store in the middle. So, you know what? Let's build a second floor, because, you know, that seems like a lot of fun. But how do we want this theme for this second floor to be? That is a really good question, because I have absolutely no idea how I actually want the second floor to look like. Actually, we can change this to like the fancy marble. I think that looks a bit cooler, right? Let me just see right quick. Yeah, that looks classy. I like that one. Yeah, so second floor. Shall we just do the basic one like we did on the other one? Do this carpet right here. I think that carpet looks pretty cool. How we are gonna do this? Maybe just add a staircase in the back here. So no, we haven't expanded anything of the areas around, but I think that's okay. We don't really need it. So let's just add a staircase in the back here. But the thing is, I don't want the staircase to be like in the back, because as I have mentioned in other guides, when you have like staircases, elevators and stuff like that in the back, people will kind of have to like walk all the way over here in order to get to the staircase. And yeah, of course, yeah, it seems cool and natural to have like a staircase in the back, but it forces customers to walk through the shopping area in order to reach the staircase. So for like crowdness sakes, I think it's a bit ineffective, both of space, time and crowdness, like for customers to like walk through here. So I would rather just actually build this staircase on the outside. Perhaps on the side here, that one might be a possibility, or we might actually just remove this garage and build it somewhere else, because you know, this garage is kind of useless. We can perhaps do that. We can actually remove this garage. However, we can't kind of like remove the garage, because we need a vehicle to be driving here, and we also need a dumpster that we have over there. Okay, so the walls are living their own life, but yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do it like that, to be honest. We can't delete it. Oh, we could. Yeah, a delivery driver needs a spot to unload. Let's just put him here in the meantime. And also, the reason for why I can put him like here, and it seems odd for some people might ask like, well, how does that work? But it's because like you have the areas of asphalt here, and the delivery driver doesn't care whether it's other vehicles there or not. Technically, you can also put the garage door like here, right? And that will also work. It's like kind of a bug, you can say. because the delivery driver will actually just park through these vehicles. It's a lot of fun. We can see if we can, if it happens soon, but I don't want to sit there and wait for it, so we're just gonna start building instead. Alright, so we need our expansion. I thought we can just start by adding some cobblestone, and just to give it like some sort of expansion area thing, whatever. Honestly, I think we should expand the parking lots even further, like in the back, but for now we're just gonna add the staircases. I thought a normal staircase would be cool. We can perhaps add an elevator. That would actually be pretty cool to add an elevator in the store. Maybe, for example, here or something. It takes a lot of space though. So an elevator would have been pretty cool, but honestly, why do we spend 30k on an elevator when you can spend 1500k on a staircase? One way or two way, let's just do a two-way staircase. It works totally fine. As for the door here, we're just gonna do like that. We can technically add a window just like here on the other side here, but we're gonna fix that later. Seems like the janitor is struggling a bit. Wait, that's right, we don't have a dumpster. Let's put the dumpster right here. That's hopefully not gonna mess up the decoration. No, still, it's only shelter, so that's fine. Why it's shelter, you might ask? Honestly, I actually don't really know the exact reason, but I might guess because customers are walking on these outdoor tiles and there are no actual ceilings above the normal tiles. That's just my guess. But honestly, why did it actually at 4.5? It might have been random as well, because shelter updates like on a specific time. So updates like, for let's just say every minute. I don't know exactly the interval or like the time it takes for it to update, but let's just say it was 1 minute. If there was randomly or coincidentally, that's more maybe a better word to use, if there coincidentally was a lot of customers walking outside at the specific time when it was going to update, it might drop down a little bit, and that's the reason to why shelter and decoration stuff always jump up and down, because, well, that's just how it works. It's not like it's not like a smooth transition calculating like the averages. No, it's like it's now. It's what's happening like in this specific minute or so. But we have like 70k. We're earning like crazy at this moment. I don't even think we have lost any money. No, nobody has stolen anything except for 2 robbers. I forgot that episode. But yes, let's start by just building this staircase right here. Yeah, right here. Let's do like this. Boom. We can perhaps add a little cozy fountain out here, like this. Looks a bit cool. Add maybe some bushes. Yeah, no, we're just gonna ignore it for now. But this is like the outdoor area. We're walking up the stairs. And you're now walking up to a second floor. I think the outdoor area of the second floor would look something like this. Perhaps also marble, that would be cool, but it's a bit expensive. And on the inside here, that's just how are we going to build this second floor. So we need to remember, we need to use the wooden planks. So wait, do we actually have this custom palette? When I thought I remembered it. Let's use the door right here. Beautiful place to have the door. We can add some decoration. It's nice to have like some variation here. So I thought adding an outside bench like this could be a bit cozy. Like you can sit down, you can relax, do stuff like that. You could add a plant here, but also, even though the plant looks good, it's kind of like it makes it awkward for like the customers to walk around. But we of course need to add some railing. I really like glass railing, although other types of railing also does work. I don't think they look too good, so we're gonna stick to glass railing. It's not keeping like the mythical oldish vibes, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter, does it? And then for the second floor, we're just gonna wait, add the ledges here. 2 seconds. Yeah, by the way, we're just gonna switch out all the ledges to black to make it... Wait, we don't even need ledges here. Forget about it. We're going to build walls here. And I forgot when I remembered it. We're just gonna add walls immediately, and we're gonna see where we want the glass. I thought it would be fun to just do the same thing as the first floor, so build like a symmetrical floor, just like this. I think that looks cool. It might be a little bit repetitive, so perhaps do a little bit of a change like this. And on this side, use the small glass because I really find the small glass pretty cool. It's right there. Or the small window, it's called. Like this. No, that looks actually honestly really ugly. We're gonna stay away from that. But we can perhaps. Let's just do the same thing. It works fine. Why not just do the same and do the same here? I'm gonna do like that. Yeah, honestly, I don't think you should have it like this. I think this is a good way of honestly doing it. It's not like symmetrical, and it's kind of annoying me in some way because I like having things symmetrical. So I feel kind of forced to do it like this, even though I don't honestly like it. And the same goes kind of here, but let's do it like that. And yeah, that's fine, honestly. And do the small glasses behind because small glasses are cool. Now we have the second floor. Now we just need to design the second floor. What kind of floor do you want here? What kind of floor do you want on the second floor? Red wood, how does that work? No. Okay, so floor. How much does marble cost? Way too expensive. We need a fancy floor, I think. I don't want like carpets because we have carpets in like electronic store, and in my opinion it seems natural to have carpets in electronic store. It's just something I'm kind of used to. But having wooden floors, maybe make them a bit darker. We can make the wooden floor a little bit brighter, so we're gonna make it more like light red. That's a bit, maybe a little bit bright, so let's give it a little bit more color, like that. Maybe give it a little bit less color and maybe a little bit brighter, so like this. I honestly think that's pretty cool, so we're gonna do like this. So that's our second floor. This is like our what's this gonna be? This is gonna be our second electronics area. Honestly, I want to earn a lot of money. Let's sell furniture. We can't sell furniture because we don't have enough space for vehicles. Alright, carpet version 2. Carpet V2 or whatever you can call it. Carpet here again. So we're gonna do the same on this floor. Gonna do like this. And do we need finance reps? Nah, not necessary. I like this kind of way of building it. And we're gonna add a where is it? The normal checkout register. Yes, I'm using registers, I know. Therefore I'm gonna use these. We need to design them though. There we go. I think they look really cool. Do you want a divider? No, it doesn't matter. We need some flowers. A little bit of flower in the corner here. Let's do boom, boom, and a boom. A little bit too much in my opinion. Therefore we're gonna put a little bit of flower in the middle. Looks a little bit better at least. Made it somewhat more natural. Honestly, we want this poster. Where are the posters? Soup. Nah, it's too stupid. Seems like some sort of I don't know, not too yeah, overly controlling stuff. I just gotta check, nothing's even stolen again, so everything's working fine. Now we need to see though, what kind of electronics do we have? Wait, I need to check the time. Okay, we have time. I need to hurry up though a little bit. We need to see what kind of electronics do we have. We have small electronics. All right, we have sold on one of each of those tables. Large, no, PC electronics as well they're also sold on like these. So we can switch to PC electronics on like the other electronic things. And the same goes for peripherals. Ooh. That makes it a bit more difficult. Maybe we should just stick to small electronics in the first floor, because I don't know, it's small electronics. That's like the first floor. It's finished. So in this other floor, we're gonna sell PC electronics and PC peripherals as well as large electronics. Do they really have any good value? That's kind of an importance, because you want good value. This doesn't really have good value. Wait, it's not too bad. Electronics in general aren't really bad. They are really good, to be honest. And we can make a game store, a video game area also as well later. But as for now, we're gonna make large and PC electronics. We're gonna use the same custom game tables as we used earlier, or early tables I mean. And the reason why I use these tables instead of like the other one is kind of because, I don't know, I find them cooler. And they also give a little bit of decoration, which of course never is a bad thing. I guess we're gonna do it like this. Ooh. Not too big fan of that. Let's do it like this. Here we can at least do like that. I don't like the way this store is built at the moment. I don't want it like this. I can't have it like this. It's giving me like headaches. Do we actually have it one way from the door? No, from the wall, I mean. It's the same as the first floor. I guess we're gonna do it then. Alright, so we're almost gonna have to do it like this. And instead of that, we're gonna add the carpet even one more tile further in. It makes like this area kind of small, which is a bit awkward in my opinion. We can do the same here. But I guess that's like the best way of doing it. Because at the moment, the store is kind of awkwardly sized. That's the only way of doing it. And yeah, also here it would have been fun to add gates, so just normal gates, but nah, let's ignore that. So this is our electronics area. What kind of other electronics do you want? PC electronics, piece of peripherals. We can add laminators if we want, perhaps, but I did want the large electronics. I want the television. That's like more specific parts. I want television. Television is really cool. Honestly, I came up with a great idea. Let's do like this. Now they can walk in the middle. That seems cool. We can also add the marble one step out, making that one not so awkward. In the middle here, we can add stuff like benches, perhaps. Where do we have the benches? So we can add couple of benches. Actually, we're gonna add a bench right here. Yeah, a bench right there, and we can add them in the middle, but no, that's awkward. Oh, this is difficult, man. Let's move them one step further in, and let's add the television right here. So instead of having like this, I'm gonna like that. Boom. I'm gonna add no walls. Go back to the roundish thing. There we go, the big window. I'm gonna add a big window right here to give it something at least. And we're gonna build these shelves. So let's find the shelves for the walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be a lot of televisions. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I think that's totally fine. It's like awkward like compared to the small electronics area, but I don't think it's like too bad. We can perhaps also add normal shelves we really want to design the shelves so they fit. Therefore we have these. I don't like it. I just want them to like be moved away from each other. I personally don't really like it, but let's do it like this for now, and we can maybe change something later. I don't like the way it's designed, but I feel like it's like the only way of doing it. To do it like this. You can perhaps do it like this, but this one is like awkwardly placed, so it's gonna be like this. And on these we're gonna put a lot of televisions. I just generally like the idea of having a large wall with televisions. That's why I put so many there. And we need to design it. Just need to check time again. We are kind of all out of time, but we can still work on it. Let's do the same as the first floor in like design here, because we like to be like consistent with design. That's one design tip, by the way. Be consistent with your design. Try to stick to like same type of design. It makes it so what can you say? People can like how do I explain it in a good way? They can like kind of expect how it is, if it makes sense. If you're consistent with your design. It's hard to explain in a good way, but it's important to be consistent with your design. If you aren't consistent with your design, it might end up looking a bit weird. Now that's the trash cans. I think we're good there. Want something in the corner there, it's a bit empty, therefore we're gonna add a small cozy plant. Same goes for this corner, just add a cozy plant. If you're curious about placing something somewhere, just add a plant and you're gonna be happy ever after. Same goes here, a plant and a bench seems really nice right here. So where is the benches? Amenities, and add the bench. Lots of benches, so you have a lot of sitting area, so the children or whatever can sit there and do whatever they want. And you kind of have, yeah, the bench area. Add a plant? No, let's ignore the plants for now. Maybe fix something later. It's a bit empty right there, I don't know. It might be more natural to have it like this. Personally, these plants actually don't really fit in here, but I do want to design in order to actually have a camera here. So ceiling, we're going for cameras. We're going for the dome 360, I thought. Right here, we used one camera to cover it all. No, we used two. I'm not quite sure whether this counts or kind of has security on all places. So we're gonna use the same, oh, we need ceiling tiles, that's right. We're gonna use the same strategy as we used in the first floor, and that will be to use one camera facing like this on each. And for here, I guess, you're serious. We're gonna use a normal dome 360 camera. I hope it covers. If we start to have robberies, then you know whose fault it is. It's this wall here. Honestly, let's just do these. They're so cheap anyways. If that doesn't cover now, then I don't know. Yeah, by the way, fun fact for these, do these. It looks really cool to add like lights like that. Else than that, we're gonna do the normal lights here, and we're gonna add yep. Let's go and see how the floor looks. These look awkward. So let's not use lights here. Does it look empty? It in some way does, but it kind of doesn't either, so we're fine. I think it's cool having like some sort of lighting in that direction. We have some natural lights in this corner. Beautiful looking floor right here. Next video I thought we're going to stock it. and open it and see how it runs. I thought that would be a good idea for the next video. But I think I kind of have to end the video right here. So, if you want to see this layout in action and see how it earns, we can perhaps even in next video actually calculate the earnings of the layout, see how much this layout actually earns. Because I think that's going to be really cool. So yes, I will then say thank you guys so much. Oh, interesting light. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Comment down below for the algorithm, it really helps. And else than that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.